Hello, universe. Welcome to Off the Rails with Tom and Mark.
All right, welcome back, universe, to Off the Rails, episode 4, our first ever fourth episode of our second season.
Coming to you live at the Caldwell Banker Homestyle Realty Studios in lovely Grafton, Wisconsin.
And we are here today. We were supposed to have comedian Brad Kaufman on. He's a Chicago comedian, but he is... Ma, you're going to want to turn your volume down on that phone. So we got my ma filling in. Brad is a Chicago comedian. He is traveling through Texas right now, and we can't get a proper signal. So he deserves better than that. We just said we'll reschedule ya 2 weeks. I'm having a stroke, and you guys think it's fucking hilarious.
I know CPR. No.
CPR doesn't help me when my brain's bleeding, Ma. Okay.
Hey.
We're going to schedule him 2 weeks from now. He may even come in and be live in the studio. But we are here with everybody's favorite neighborhood hobbit, friendly neighborhood hobbit, comic Nate Ford. My ma showed up. She's been bringing, just since we got a new house, she's been shopping and bringing in all kinds of new shit. So I'm not stopping her. So just showed up and gave me bowls the other day. Like, thanks.
Yeah.
That's what Ma's are for.
See you tomorrow, Ma, with whatever else you got.
And birds.
And birds, yeah. She bought me just a light fixture that she could not pass up the deal.
Did you get it up? Oh, I shouldn't ask you that.
That ain't a problem, Ma. Getting it down's the problem. If you ever check out our Mother's Day special, it is the dirtiest episode we've ever had. So enjoy this week. Fuck. I get very uncomfortable when my ma's here, so Nate's going to instigate her. All right, so this week we have OK Boomer, What It Takes for a Life Sentence to End, Arby's being awesome, banning Christmas music, Twinkies cereal, matchmaking service for friends. But first, we got the hot seat. Who's going to be on the hot seat? Are both of you going to be on the hot seat?
We'll see what happens. Yeah, let's do it.
We'll see.
That's good enough. We got to get the shorter version of the hot seat sound there, Mo. Eric, say we were getting that?
What?
Thanks. We're okay. A lot of help there, Mo. Love
Sorry.
having you on the team. You're just a great addition.
I'm sorry. What was
We
that?
already lost our guest. Molly's fucking playing Pokemon on her phone.
I'm monitoring the
My
show.
ma showed up. So
I'm doing my job.
this is fucking way off the rails from what I did so good. We're going to have a Chicago comedian Skyping in, double Skype call. Molly's just in La La Land over there.
So Tom's mom,
Yeah.
where were you when you had when you had sex to have Tom Klein? Was it in the back of a car? Was it?
I believe
this
this is the
old-fashioned-
hot seat, and I ask questions. I don't think you know how the hot seat works.
Actually, I don't think we were in a car that time.
She sat on my dad's sock. And then got pregnant.
I got it from a toilet seat.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, man. I don't even want to do the hot seat anymore. Do you guys have any weird sleeping habits? Like the closet door has to be closed? I need a
Yes.
fan on. Yeah? Weird
Oh,
sleeping
I
habits?
have to close the closet doors because that's where the monsters live. Ask Dad. It's true. It's a true fact.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have mental illness, and you guys see where it stems from here. Nate, sleeping habits, weird.
I just have the fan on. I have to have it on, even in the cold. I
Yeah,
have to have it on.
I got
And then the
that
closet door has to be shut, and I have one sock on.
All right. Best chicken nugget dipping sauce.
Sweet and
Ooh.
sour.
All right.
I like a honey mustard.
Honey mustard. I got you all beat. I used to work at McDonald's, and the barbecue sauce during the McRib, the way it works is you fill the big tub with barbecue sauce at the beginning of the day. and all day you just add McRibs to it. You take them out, you put more in, maybe add a little more barbecue sauce, but it never gets changed. So the greasy pork that has been cooking in this McRib sauce for 12 hours, and then at the end of the day you dip a chicken nugget in that, you don't get better than that. But to get it, you gotta work at McDonald's or know somebody. All right. Do you wear a bathrobe?
Occasionally.
Um,
All in one day.
Now that we're gone, she just walks around the house naked all
Oh
day.
my
Oh.
God. Since you guys are gone, I actually
Uh-huh.
I actually go
I
to
don't-
the
I don't- I don't
bathroom
own a
with the door
bathrobe.
open
Why?
because I can. And my last load of wash, I totally strip and I'm naked at the wash machine, and then I get in the shower.
No, if I wasn't hosting the show, I would be out the door right now. I just asked about a bathrobe, man.
Yeah, I have it on and off all morning because I have hot flashes.
on today's episode, how uncomfortable Tom will get.
Oh,
You don't
I
have the
love
camera
this.
on him, do you?
we're good. Yes, the camera's on me.
Okay.
I don't own a bathrobe.
No?
When I'm alone, I'm all nude.
Oh.
But when
Okay.
there's gas, I have pants on.
Okay. It just seems like an unnecessary step between showering and getting dressed while you hang out in a bathrobe. I don't know.
It keeps
Yeah.
you warm.
Oh, God damn it. These questions are not for you.
Okay.
Go at them. Come on.
Yes, they
Don't
are.
be afraid.
Would you have sex with the last person you text messaged?
It was probably you.
It was Tom.
Oh, I'm going to get some Oedipusy today.
No, I would call that off limits.
Okay, good.
I would have to say no because it was my stepdad that I last texted.
Okay. Steve,
I mean-
go ahead. Yeah? You,
I mean, it
you had a weird
depends on how much-
Christmas?
How many how many eggnogs I get into me, you know?
Yeah. I've had a couple uncomfortable Christmases with Nate's stepdad. Steve Irwin's death, tragedy or he had it coming?
He had it coming.
I know. When I heard that he died, I was kind of like, aw, but yeah.
Yeah, but it
Yeah, of course he
should have
did.
been an alligator, not a stingray.
Well, he was a crocodile hunter.
Well, crocodile.
Same thing.
Same thing.
You can't say.
Yeah, but he was provoking a stingray, and stingrays, will sting you if they are provoked.
Usually not in the heart, though.
Dude, but you watch those old crocodile hunter shows.
Watching him
and
in the
it's
middle
like-
of the night, jumping
Yeah.
out of a boat, wrestling a wild crocodile in Australia,
was
just
something else.
manhandling it.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Any bets on his kids when they'll go next?
When they'll go next. Oh, the Grim Reaper is one step behind that whole family.
Oh,
Not far off.
poor Bindi.
I know. Last time you made cupcakes. This popped into my head because I was at Goodwill and I saw a cupcake pan and I almost bought it and I was like, I don't remember the last time I fucking made cupcakes.
Well, I made them this year at Renee's.
Okay.
Yeah.
At the Golden
I-
Child's house.
Yeah.
Have never made cupcakes.
No? I'm guessing you've consumed a few.
I've had a few.
All right. Holiday season, enjoy it or enjoy it when it's over? I like it when it's over. It's just a release. Oh, I don't have to go anywhere now. I'm good till spring.
I enjoy it. I've
I
always loved the
enjoy it,
holidays.
but it's a lot of work because I usually do all the cooking.
Are you going to have Christmas at my house this year?
I don't know.
Christmas Day.
We should.
Oh.
That
would
way we
be
don't have to
nice.
run out the Renee's or my sister's twice. Like Christmas Eve
Mhm.
night, then go home and then go to sleep and then get there Christmas morning. That's bullshit. Come to my house. I'll put a bathrobe on.
You don't own a bathrobe.
I do. I'll bring mine for him. It's leopard
Bring
skin.
mine.
I'll be working overnights at a gas station on Christmas. Yay!
Wow, there's
Oh.
Stinker's still open on
Yep.
Christmas Day? Jesus.
Open 365 days, 24 hours a day.
Wow. This is more for a guy here. Nate, what's more official in dating? Facebook relationship status change, or she takes one of your hoodies?
I say takes one of my hoodies.
One of the hoodies. Chicks like doing that.
No, I'd say it's the Facebook status change.
That's what means more to you than taking my hoodie?
No, it doesn't mean more, but I think
It's more.
in this day with like the millennials and Facebook and having to announce everything on Facebook, that's probably the official.
Okay.
I say when they takes my virginity away. That's official.
All right. Would you lend a friend your chapstick?
No.
Yes.
Whoa, Molly, don't give a fuck.
Depending on how their lips look.
You gotta examine. You're gonna open their
Yeah,
mouth and.
Do you have
Like,
herpes
If there's
today?
some blisters, hell no.
Well, what if you cut like a 1/4 inch when they're done?
Then
With
you're
your pocket
wasting
knife.
chapstick.
Well, just give it
Yeah,
to them.
I'm just getting new chapstick if that happens.
Peel it off like a slice of apple. Just you want to borrow my chapstick? Here you go, buddy. Put that on your finger.
Like, when does it stop, like, borrowing things from people? First it's money, then it's cigarettes, now it's chapstick? What's next? Can I borrow your condom?
Yeah. What the hell? Yeah, turn it inside out. It's good as new, bro.
Borrow. I'll give it back to you when I'm done.
Molly, you're having a light
Hey.
flow day. You ever gonna pass your tampon to the next friend here?
Yes.
Oh my
Just starting?
God.
No.
All right.
Hey,
Last
dude,
time.
can I borrow your underwear right now? I just need a
You
pair.
know,
right
if
now.
you turn them inside out, you can wear them 2 days. They're fresh.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep.
Last time you crawled through a window.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah? Any reason?
I was hanging out with a friend. We went out to a couple of bars, got a little drunk, and he couldn't get into his front door. So the side window was a little bit ajar, and so I just kind of hopped on through and unlocked the door.
Okay, buddy.
And I scared the shit out of his kids too. That was fun.
They were sound
Oh my
asleep.
God.
It was their bedroom. I didn't know their bed was right next to the window, so when I piled on my drunk ass on top of them, they kept, hey, it's just a young Santa, guys.
Yeah. Oh ho ho.
Oh,
Have you been,
my, it's
have you
only
been good kids this year?
it's only November. The beard gets white in December. Just growing it here.
And sleep. And
You are having a dream.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Mitchell says hi, he's watching, and he also says Santa sucks.
All right, Mitchell. Yeah, they got different traditions down there.
Yeah.
They have Saint Nick and Black Peter in the Spanish community.
I like Krampus.
We just had Krampus. Black Peter's a little different. Okay, Nate. The world has agreed. You get a permanent pass on all laws. How does this change your life? You will never be arrested, no matter what you do. You need money? Just go rob a bank. They say, Nate needed money. That's fine. He can do that. Got to kill a guy?
Yeah.
That guy had it coming.
Well, I would run over. Oh man.
He'd make
Seriously.
prostitution legal.
Yeah. He's not far from Vegas over there in
Yeah.
Boise. But do they have legal prostitution in Boise? I got a Boise story for you, too.
No, we do not have legal prostitution here in Idaho at all.
Not saying we don't have illegal prostitution.
But a free pass, come on.
Free pass. All right.
He gets a girl that can't say no.
Just because she's a prostitute doesn't mean she can't say no.
You need a sex robot for that, and even some of them can say no.
All right. Check out Milwaukee Krampusnacht at the Bavarian Beer House, December 5th at 4 to 10 p.m. Off the Rails will be there. And Nate, Off the Rails Comedy Night was such a big hit that the demand for it is back. And we will be...
Nice.
We're not hosting it this time. We're going to be producing it for Sahala on January 24th. Tickets will be on sale soon. It's the week between the AFC NFC Championship, then you get a week off, then the Super Bowl. We're gonna have a comedy night again during the week off. So I
Very
mean,
nice.
we had 97 in attendance for a sold out show of 100. So I think we sold out. 3% normally don't show, but word of mouth spread, and in a weird way, instead of people talking to us about it and saying, "Hey, you guys did a really good job," they kind of went to like our sponsors and said, "Hey, can you get those guys to do that again?" Nobody said do it again. So Hollow's hosting the event. Off the Rails is producing it. We're just gonna get the same comedians because people were talking about how funny it was, and you missed those guys. So we're gonna have them back, and I'll be getting more details as we get closer. Nate, you want to go right to that Boise? I got it in the bonus episode, but since we're a little short on interview time, I'm going to get this Boise story for you.
Okay.
So let me try to find it now. I'm ill prepared here. Californians, Nate, flocking to Boise, and Boise is not happy about that.
Well, right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, they're heading over here. People aren't happy, of course, because we let out the secret that Idaho's a great place to either retire or live, great family communities and stuff like that, and so people are flocking in, and that raises the prices on rent and house selling, and it's ridiculous out here. It's pretty expensive, and nobody makes any money to pay
That's what
that.
That's what the story is saying, is that Boise has pretty much a standard set of you can live in Boise on minimum wage. Everything is cool, but now all the Californias are coming in, and everything's getting raised except Boise's wages.
Yeah,
and they're getting pissed off about it. So. Yeah, you live it. So do you? They're telling people like go back to California, and they're getting a little kind of anti-California racism going there.
in a way, yeah. I mean, like, there's a lot of people that are okay with it or just don't say anything, but there's quite a few people that are vocal about it, or like whenever they hear, "Oh, you're from California," like that
Yeah,
exasperation, and like you just get angry and tense up, and which is kind of understandable. But then again, quit saying that Idaho's awesome. Just quit saying it. Just say it's a shithole.
Yeah. Well, the Idahoans in this story here are pissed off because the California people are coming, moving into Idaho, raising a California flag, and trying to change. Instead of adapting to the completely different lifestyle, they're being a Californian instead of being an Idahoan.
Idahoan?
Yeah.
Is that how you say it, Nate? Idahoan?
Idahoan. Yeah.
Idahoan? Instead of being an Idahoan, they're still hanging on. They're not acclimating to the culture of Boise, which is completely different than California.
Yeah.
So how do you feel when somebody says, "I'm from California"?
I don't really care. I mean, I don't care as much because I moved away and lived in several different places. So of course I came back, but
Get your fucking cheese-eating, beer-drinking ass back to Milwaukee, you son of a bitch. You ever hear that from your neighbors?
I mean, I recommend anybody move away from their hometown, live a little bit, have a few experiences in your life, and then decide where you want to go.
Okay.
And so I'm happy that they decided, hey, I'm going to take my kids out of this crappy place of California where there's crime-ridden streets, and I want to take them and to live in a very beautiful place where I can raise them well. Don't you want happiness for you and your family?
Yeah, definitely.
So that's what they chose. But yeah, like the article says, so many of them are moving in. So is Texas, and a few other states are moving into Idaho, and that's raising the prices and not the wages. And so there's a bit of a homeless issue, and a lot of tweakers, a lot of people on EBTs, and it's kind of weird.
Okay. But they
Uh,
weren't before this new wave came in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. You heard the new phrase "Okay, boomer." Okay.
Yeah, I don't quite get it. I guess it's just for the people like who are older than them. Is that it?
So this is where it came from. A New Zealand politician was standing up to hecklers, and she basically just shut them down by saying, "Okay, boomer." And now it is caught on to anybody saying something that doesn't agree with a millennial. They just write you off with an "okay, boomer," and now you don't get to talk anymore. That's the new thing.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. All these fads that come
Interesting.
in and out, and just can we bring back G Willikers? Can we do that?
I like G Willikers,
Molly
Yeah.
loves all.
Let's bring it back. It's,
And- Cattywampus, and
yeah.
All right. This is an interesting story that popped up. So here's a man who was sentenced. He got a life sentence. And he has it written a do not resuscitate. So if he dies in jail, he dies. So his heart stopped in jail. He was an inmate. He was convicted of beating a man to death. He was sentenced to life. He died. The police officers went against his wishes and did CPR and basically revived him. And
Wow.
now this man is arguing that I paid my life sentence. I did not. You went against my wishes. I died in jail. You brought me back to life. I should be let go.
oh,
Wow.
So let's
Interesting.
hear your
That's-
thoughts on that.
what did he do?
He beat a man to death. Like Mason Rudolph almost got with his helmet,
Yeah.
with his own helmet this weekend.
That's an interesting loophole. I'm that's kind of cool that he is doing that. That's yeah, he died in prison. You resuscitated him. You were
Yeah.
dead for seconds. Have we? I mean,
Maybe longer.
have we not learned anything from flatliners? You know,
Oh yeah.
maybe he
Yeah.
brought something back with him. Who knows? But he did die. So yeah, life sentence means there till death.
And then he died.
But-
Well, the judge didn't see it that way. He said, if you're writing this, it means you're alive.
That's true.
So I think it's going to get appealed again and go to different courts. But go ahead.
But if they allow this, if they free him from this, it's setting a precedent, and it's gonna.
I
become-
believe the cops made a mistake, and people get off all the time with police making a mistake. And if the police should not have revived him, he doesn't want to live any longer in jail. They went against his wishes, his orders. Don't revive me. Let me die. That's on them. I almost think you got to let this guy out. He died
Yeah.
in jail. He was fine. You could have let him lay there and walked over the body for a while. But you
I
brought him
don't-
back.
I don't think like other prisoners are gonna follow the bandwagon and try to kind of kill themselves
Well,
and
Well, they
resuscitate. Who knows? I don't know.
yeah. Well, he died of natural. It would have been natural causes. He just had a heart attack. And it stopped. So they were saying, "You're either alive or you're dead, dude." Well, I died and came back to life, and that's kind of where the hairy issue is.
Yeah.
What do you think? Should this guy
What's-
be let free?
Was he confirmed dead? Like confirmed, like dead for a minute, dead for
It doesn't say how long he died. It does say that he died.
Like they actually called time of death.
Well, he was at the hospital. They got him to a hospital, and his heart stopped, I believe. So he does have medical records of his heart stopping.
So they didn't just try to resuscitate him on site. They actually took him to a hospital to resuscitate him when he has. a
They
do
took
not
him out of
resuscitate.
jail, and he has a do not resuscitate, and I believe they hit him with the paddles, brought him back to life. He's, I believe, 65 at the time or something. He's an old man.
Um,
and then so he was in jail because he murdered a person, like
Yes.
a person or
Beating a man to death, a person.
Hmm.
Yep. So what do you think? Let him go? He did it? You guys fucked up, not him?
well, he didn't get a new birth certificate, social security card. He's not a new life.
But he died. He gave you his. He died.
Right.
They went against his will, so
Yeah, but
went
you-
against his wishes.
You do give up all rights when you're incarcerated.
I believe you still have the right to do not resuscitate.
Right. So they should put him up at a hotel in Vegas and, give him a good
What?
life there.
Maybe he doesn't gamble or drink and hates Vegas.
Put him on a beach.
There you go. Whatever you want. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What I think,
Go ahead.
people
Nate.
who are, what I think with people with serving life sentences or going on the death sentence or whatever, I think they should just put them all in movies, like action flicks,
Okay.
and kill them off that way.
All right.
Oh, actual death.
Yeah, not a
Yeah.
body double or a stunt double. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Put him on
Yeah.
Walking Dead.
wouldn't that be a way to go? Like
good.
best death sentence ever. I got killed by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, but then they'd probably give okay, Nate, you got a life sentence. We're gonna have you in a mob movie, and we're gonna have Joe Pesci strangle you to death, and it would take hours for his little hands to get around your meaty neck. He can't get you. Just kill me, Joe Pesci. Fucking A. He's all sweating. You gave me a fucking hobbit neck. I can't get my hands on it. Okay, Arby's is being kind of cool. The new trend is meats, plant-based meat that everybody's doing, right? You heard about the Impossible Whopper and shit, right, Nate?
Yeah, the veggie plant burger. Yeah.
Well,
Right.
Arby's is saying, fuck you, we're going to have vegetables completely made of meat. And they have
Yes.
this carrot.
Here, I'll switch over.
Switch over to that, Ma. What do you think of that? This is an all-pork carrot.
It's a meat vegetable.
It's a meat vegetable.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
I can do keto again.
Yep, so you can order this carrot, and it's complete. It's called the Merit.
The merit.
Do they
I,
give it to you just like that?
Yeah,
I 100% approve of this.
you like
I
that?
love it.
Yeah, it's nice.
So, 30 grams of protein, 70% of your recommended vitamin A. So it's not just a raw carrot. They actually add the vitamins, and it has all the nutrition of a carrot, and it's pork.
How many carbs?
Oh, jeez, Ma. No, I don't know. All right. So, want to know?
They do have the meats.
They got the meat. Want another reason to like Arby's?
Yes.
They put up a sign saying that only well-behaved children are welcome.
Wow.
What do you think about that, Nate? Is that discrimination or saying get your fucking kids under control or leave my restaurant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been situations like a bar, restaurant, and parents bring their shitty little snot-nosed kids in, and they're running around and yelling and kicking, and it's like,
Mhm,
dude,
yeah.
like, if I act like that, I will be slapped in the head
Yeah.
and never do it again. So yeah, I 100% agree. Yeah, get only well-behaved kids.
We're not saying no kids.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're not banning kids. We're saying well-behaved.
Like, don't let them run around screaming while other people are trying to eat.
You don't have to let anybody into your establishment, or like a bartender, you can kick anybody out for any reason, and that means shitty kids gotta go.
But how are they going to enforce that? Like, they have a shitty kid that comes in and causes a wreck. Do they kick him out? Like, ban him for life?
Put their picture
No
behind
meats
the
for
cash
you!
register.
Yep, every year you gotta hit it with another year of aging software to predict what the kid's gonna look
Yeah,
like,
don't
because
serve
they
this
are
kid.
banned for life, or until you die in jail and they bring you back. Then you can eat the meat carrot.
That's awesome.
Alright, so does Arby's get a bad rap where you live? All around the country, everybody makes fun of Arby's for being
Really?
shitty. Yes.
I like Arby's. They've got
Yeah,
a good Reuben.
Arby's is pretty good. Yeah.
I don't know why. I never understood that. So, a York shop bans cheesy Christmas music from their store. So they are saying that it is, you play all this shitty Christmas music nonstop. It is a detriment to the mental health of their employees.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when you have Muzak and it's the same thing on repeat every day.
Muzak?
Muzak.
What is that?
Yeah,
That's-
without words.
That's basically like anyone that has it's like a
Piped
preset
in
loop
music.
of
Yeah.
songs.
Okay. Did
We
you
would
have
get
that?
those at Home Depot, and every single day I would have to listen to the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Ooh,
Oh.
Ugh.
wow. So they've turned their shop into a cheese-free zone. No cheesy Christmas music. So they will play like
Well-
musicals, Bing Crosby, but you're not getting Mariah Carey.
Yeah. Well, I think there
I
should
like
be
that.
a rule of when you can start playing Christmas music. Like maybe
After
wait till
Thanksgiving.
after Thanksgiving to do it,
Mhm.
not just
Yeah.
starting in October.
Yeah, they wait till
Right.
after Halloween, and then you're full on Christmas. Now, I always wanted to do a study of the Salvation Army workers that have to stand outside and just ring a bell for 8
Oh
to
my
12 hours a
God.
day. What does that do to your brain? Nonstop.
That's where we get mass shootings.
I mean, just everybody doesn't want to look you in the eye.
Does one person stand out there for 8 hours, or do they switch?
Yeah, and they're freezing.
I know they freeze, but I didn't know if they took like
But it's just
shifts.
ringing a bell.
Yeah.
They
Ugh.
gotta be wearing
They-
earplugs.
They have to. Otherwise, can you just at least record yourself ringing a bell and put it on Muzak repeat?
No, because then you don't
Well,
get
I
the
think-
sympathy. Like,
I think they use them for government like spies, or and for the army. You know, hey, you're brainwashed now. Go out there and
Oh,
shoot.
yeah. You're a Manchurian candidate now. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
As soon as they're done waterboarding,
Yeah.
hit the road to Salvation
All right, we know
Army.
there's 20 minefields out there. Send 20 of those Salvation Armor guys. Tell them there's coins in that
Yeah.
sand until all the mines blow up. All right. Matchmaking service for friends. Nate, you got a lot of friends out there in Boise?
I got quite a few friends. Yeah.
Yeah, bullshit. So for
Actual real life friends. You know how sometimes you meet somebody on Facebook, and then you meet them in real life, and like, can we just go back to being Facebook friends? That's the way it works a lot. But when you meet them in real life, it's a lot better than meeting online.
Okay. Well, this company called BFF Matchmaking Service, for between $900 and $2,100, but there's a sale right now. They will match you with platonic friend dates, but you got to buy their packages. So you are spending, on the cheap end, $720 to get set up on friend dates, because they say when you're an adult, it's really hard to make friends. Ma?
people are paying $700 for this, and that's for one friend.
That's insane.
Up to 3 friends. You get 3
Oh.
friend dates.
Are you
Wow.
guaranteed a friend?
Well, they can't because my mom's an asshole.
Oh. Oh, that hurt.
Oh, shut up, Ma.
Your mom's
So-
not an asshole. She has an asshole,
I don't
but
want to
she's
hear.
not an asshole.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about it.
it.
Oh. I got a picture of the inside of my mom's asshole. When we were moving, you
Oh.
left that picture. She just had surgery or whatever, so it was like the endoscopy picture by all the bird stuff I was moving, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Looks like a tunnel.
You
Then it
saved
says,
a
like-
picture of your asshole.
And then it says Barb Klein pulling up, like, what the? It's a picture of my mom.
So did you make them into Christmas cards?
Yeah, there
I
you go.
should.
Check
Oh
out
my
the
God.
Great Wide Open.
brain wide open.
Who wants to see inside my ma's balloon knot?
See all my diverticulosis. Looks like Swiss cheese.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it feels good on the sides. You're getting after it. Oh, fuck, I gotta stop. Okay.
Yeah, you did that to yourself.
Oh, man, you're getting me crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so matchmaking service. It's going off the hooks, or off the chains. A lot of people are using it to set up friend dates.
That's weird.
Where do you meet friends when you're an adult? Nate, you get out and get to meet people, though.
What kind of people are you going to meet if they're desperate enough to have to do that?
Yeah. Did you want me to call back? Is that what you want me to do?
Why? What?
I just got a text from you at 1:55. Call back.
It's
Or did you?
2:55.
Yeah, we
Well,
sent
it's
that.
1:55. It's 1:55 here. in
Oh.
Boise.
No, I sent that to you a while ago. Don't worry about it, man.
Oh, okay.
We're
It
good.
just showed up. It was weird. It just showed up.
It's
That's how traveling from Wisconsin to
space, and then
Idaho takes a bit.
yeah.
It takes a wrong turn in Houston
Uh-huh.
and it finally arrives.
Exactly
That's-
1 hour later.
Hey, that's like all the messages on that Valentine's Day that just showed up.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, we had that last week.
Yeah.
Everybody's messages from Valentine's Day last year showed up, like in November 10th or something.
And a lot of people were broke up
Here.
already.
Yeah, a lot of people were broke up. Some people were dead. They were just getting these messages that were stuck in space somewhere.
Yeah.
Nate, what do you think about this? I know you're gonna love it because I need to go get some.
Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. Sorry to interrupt. I don't know why my comments aren't updating, but Mitchell was watching and said a guy killed his parents and got off because he was an orphan.
Huh.
I don't know how that works.
Okay.
Interesting. Also,
Also,
his space nar's not working, so he's just putting dashes in between his stuff.
his space bar's not working.
What'd you do to your space bar, Mitchell?
Twinkie cereal, Nate. Molly,
Ooh.
we got a picture of it here. Check that out.
Oh no.
Look, how good does that sound? Twinkie cereal.
That sounds awful.
That sounds awesome.
Is it actually like
Sounds
cream filled?
amazing.
It looks like corn pops.
They look like little Twinkies.
Yes.
I think it sounds amazing.
Do they have in the middle of the cereal? Do they have like a cream filling?
They would have broke one open. No, these just look like rabbit turds that are yellow.
Yeah, they do look like corn pops or something like that. You know,
Yeah.
like the. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking
But-
forward to it.
I'm down. I'm down for it.
Twinkie cereal.
I
That
got
sounds
the
gross.
Oreo cookie cereal. I got the
Yeah.
I would eat Oreo cookie cereal. Not Twinkie
I'm not
cereal.
much on sweetened cereal.
Oh
Just
my god, I eat
Honey Smacks, that's about it.
Captain Crunch Oops All Berries till my mouth is bleeding and I can't take it anymore.
Our cereal bowls weren't big enough. He has to use like a giant. We found like a mixing bowl that he uses
I was
for
in
his
like
cereal.
the garbage can aisle looking for a cereal bowl.
Jethro.
Yep. All right, Nate. This would be leading into our would-be interview that will be coming in 2 weeks with Brad Kaufman. Good guy. Talked to him for a while, but he's running through Texas. So Netflix is cutting way back on comedy specials now. Is this a good thing or a bad thing, Nate?
They're cutting back on comedy
Way,
specials?
way back on how many they're putting out. New ones.
I that's the thing. I think that's a good idea because it's a special. It
Yeah.
should be special, but since there's millions, is it really a special?
And people have 5
So
or
it-
6
it-
of them?
Yeah. So like maybe do 5 or 6 a year. It'd be perfect. Build some anticipation, and then
They're doing it.
people will start.
They're doing
Yeah.
it for 2 reasons. They're saying right now the money that they're spending for like Jerry Seinfeld and Dave Chappelle is insanity, and they're like, we are going to not do as many until you fuckers lower your prices, your expectations, till they get to a more reasonable number, because it will if they don't have any work coming in.
Yeah.
And also they said our goal was to build a giant library And now that we have a huge library of comedy specials, we'll just slow down and add on it a little bit. We don't need, it's already the biggest comedy special library in the world. How much bigger does it need to be? So they're going to be cutting way back for that reason too.
That's understandable. Yeah, like Jerry Seinfeld and Dave Chappelle are like way too much money. I mean, do they deserve it? Maybe, but it's yeah, it is ridiculous. By the way, that was a very nice ninja move that Molly did to grab the Pepsi. I think I think
I was thirsty
I
and I
think you
left
should-
it over there earlier.
Molly, I think you should do things like that at random throughout the shows. Like do something different, like change the shirt on the mannequin. And
Yeah. There you go.
I had to move her earlier and her arm fell off.
Yeah.
Mitchell says it's only Facebook that his spacebar doesn't work on.
What is going down there in Argentina?
Don't know. He's
Mitchell.
overusing his spacebar.
Right. I love it. Mitchell, nice seeing you or hearing from you. We haven't heard from you much since you got back from your trip. Mitchell Bellicone, author, Bud's Nose, and many other things, came to Wisconsin, and we met him for lunch. Wonderful time. He gave us some cool posters that we mistakenly gave to Mark's wife to.
She's got the frames.
I've been hearing that for how long?
Well, they've had a lot of stuff going on recently.
And what about the Twisted Dreams from last April?
She's got that too.
Okay.
She accidentally got metal frames and has to get a different mounting something.
I don't want to
So-
hear about
but
it.
they're gonna look so sweet though.
They
In
are.
like 5 years, man. It's going to be worth it.
What about that little teapot thing he gave you? That thing.
Oh, yeah. He gave us some gaucha.
Yeah.
Gaucha?
What did you say?
Hey,
What's
Barbara.
the name of that tea?
Hey, Tom's mom.
Yeah.
Who's your celebrity
Ma-
crush?
Goldberg?
Like,
Bill Goldberg?
Mate.
Mate. Okay. Mate tea. Yeah, celebrity crush, Ma. Who's your hall pass?
Oh. Bradley Cooper.
What?
Yeah, I like him young. You know.
Ma is a cougar.
Yes,
You send him that picture of the inside of your asshole?
I
You
should.
should.
Uh-huh.
Just send it and see, like, hey,
There's
this
a
is
conversation
where
starter.
you could be, buddy. Play your cards right.
it'll be a new trend. Instead of a dick pic, it's a butt pic.
Inside of the
A
butthole.
colonoscopy.
Inside of the butthole.
Oh God.
True
You
love.
told-
Go ahead, Bradley Cooper. Don't stop till you hit the back of my teeth.
You told Nate not to instigate your mom, and you're doing
Yeah,
it.
you are.
Just shove it up there and quench my thirst, buddy.
How did my ass get in Bradley Cooper?
Because you should have burned that picture and never let me stumble across it.
Oh my God, you took it.
What? I didn't. Do you mean I took the
Wait.
picture, or I was the guy with the camera taking?
Listen, he took it to frame it. All right.
I
I got it. Susan,
Yeah.
Mark's
Yeah, he
wife.
gave it to Susan.
We got a
Right.
nice metal frame that is going up. That'll be the
Jeez.
first picture on our walls.
No,
Was this a magic eye?
this is so wrong.
Nope, that's my mom's asshole. Enjoy it. Holy shit. Well, alright. So, Nate, Netflix specials. Good that they're cutting back?
Yeah, it's a good thing. Yeah.
Alright, well, we're skipping the interview.
I think they should go to amateur comedy specials.
Amateur?
Hmm. They wouldn't have to pay you hardly anything, and
No
They
one
could-
would watch them because they don't know the name, right?
well, they could do it like an American Idol thing, and
What, on Netflix?
They
Yeah,
did. They
why
had
not?
Last Comic Standing. Nate was on season 2 and 4 of that.
well, there you go. I knew it was a good idea.
Yeah, see? No one would watch it.
No, I did.
Okay. All right. We'll do one more story, then we'll hit the speed rail. Only big spenders are allowed at this, since we're already picking on England. Harrods. It's a clothing store in England, and in order to see Santa, you have to be on the customer spending list of more than $500 that
For the
year.
year?
Otherwise, your kids can't see Santa.
Oh.
How do you think that's going over?
Do they have a jewelry store inside? That would be easy.
Yeah, but Ma, you shouldn't. That's like telling you you're poor. Your kid
Right,
can't
your
see
kid can't see Santa because you didn't spend enough money here.
Yeah, but that's kind of like going to a casino and having one of their cards and getting a free night at
You
but
are
this is
just
Santa.
all over Vegas and the casino shit today. What?
I'm going to Potawatomi after this.
She really is. That's what it is. She's all horny for the fucking casino right now.
Yeah.
That's because your
Yeah.
dad's been winning. He's been on a heater.
Every story has been linked back to Vegas or a casino or something somehow. Netflix is cutting way back. Oh, they probably lost big at the casino. You know, you gotta save some money that way.
Yeah. There should be another guy like standing outside of that place as Santa, and then just have a sign: "Pay what you can to meet Santa."
They should do that. Well, what store Santa is actually going to take that job? Every store Santa I met, which Autumn's dad is a store Santa. We had a neighbor who was a store Santa. They're all super nice guys. Wouldn't they just stay after and be Santa for free? A lot of them seem like those type of people.
I don't know.
Yeah, the Miracle on 34th Street Santa would never allow that.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Tracy Ramsey says, "Hi, Barb."
Hi, Tracy.
Oh, great. Is that
Yay.
somebody you work with?
That's your dad's cousin's child. Second cousin, I think.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Tracy?
That's your dad's twice removed cousin's next door neighbor
Kid.
who lived by the church who burnt down 2 years ago.
All right.
Skeeter and Jim's grandchild.
Okay, now I got it.
Yeah.
All right.
I am my own grandpa.
All right. You know what? We're going to get on with the speed rail because we don't have an interview. McDonald's joins the party with a breakfast chicken sandwich.
Ooh.
We just had to return
Fancy.
our shit from McDonald's. We got McDonald's before the show. And they were a little salty when I brought it. They didn't give us all of our food.
Yeah.
And when I go back, I make them remake the whole order.
Because everything else is cold now.
Yeah. They're like, "Oh, we need an extra hamburger." I'm like, "No, you remake the whole thing, buddy." It's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's fucking 20 minutes. I ain't had a fry yet. I'm not eating that crap now. Start over."
Fine dining. At
I
McDonald's.
recommend you all do that if you ever have to turn around and go back. You make them redo the whole order because it's only fair that
Right.
there's a shelf life on those fries of 7 minutes.
Then make sure that they don't spit in it while they're remaking
Oh. Is that what that was?
it. Yeah.
Jim Jeffries' show is ending after its 3rd season, but they're on good terms. He is going to be working for a show for NBC now, and Comedy Central still wants to work with him, so it's nothing to do with he's being fired or anything.
Well, that's good.
All right. Santa Cruz is decriminalizing magic mushrooms. It helps with PTSD, depression, and all sorts of things.
Trippy, man. Trippy.
So, I've hallucinated before. I will never do mushrooms, so that is not...
Hey, Barbara, have you done the shrooms?
No.
You
I-
went through the 70s without shrooms?
I
never-
did.
My mom
Wow.
kissed Chuck Berry. Didn't
And there
she?
were no shrooms involved.
No
No
shrooms.
shrooms.
No shrooms. Chuck Berry pulled her on stage, pulled her pants down,
Oh,
and
Took a picture of her asshole. That's what Chuck Berry does.
That's where we got it.
That's how it started.
Right on stage. Study shows water on airplanes is not even safe to wash your hands with, let alone
What?
drink.
I wouldn't doubt that.
That's-
I used that little sink one time and my fingers were sticky after.
Stinky or sticky?
Sticky. Like there was residue and sticky.
Yeah?
Kind of like syrup water.
All right.
Yeah, it
This
was
study
nasty.
suggests that the only thing you should drink on airplanes is alcohol.
Yep.
That's the only thing you
Not
should
even
have.
the little cans of soda they give you?
They don't even give you the whole can. That's bullshit.
It's a little mini can.
No, they keep the can and move up to the next. Like, hey,
Yeah.
you set
Like
that
the last
down.
flight I
3
was
of
on,
those
you got
cups out of a can.
Yeah.
mini cans, and they give you
Yeah.
the whole can.
Oh, that's bullshit.
But
Another study shows happiness is the most dominant human emotion, despite everybody being depressed. Our face can express thousands of emotion, and over half of them are a form of happiness. What do you think about that, Nate? We're super happy.
Happiness is a warm gun.
Wow. I thought it would have been your warm pizza before we started.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we got. This is an obvious one. Experts are saying active shooter drills might be traumatizing students more than helping them. Have you heard about the active shooter drills?
Yeah. I've had them at work.
Did they hire the person like they do in schools? They hire an actor as the active shooter?
I don't know who they had doing it, but
They're
they were talking about it, and then all of a sudden they had gunshots go off and someone come in with a gun.
Yeah?
And it was like, whoa.
And that was your active shooter drill?
Yeah.
Holy
And then they explained what you should have done.
Mott's got the fucking coolest job ever. They had a guy come in. We all got lit up with paintballs. He just fucking blasted everybody.
And,
Yeah.
and then they told
and
you
here's
what
what you
did
should
wrong.
have done.
And here's what you should have done.
Yeah.
Because he'll be back
Well,
every day.
Kids get triggered so easily nowadays. If you accidentally, miss their pronoun, they get triggered. If you, say something stupid, they get triggered. So yeah, this is obviously this is going to affect them if they go through drills. They're going to have panic attacks and whatnot. So.
Okay, but if you have a fire drill, you don't have a guy kick the door down with a flamethrower like they do with a guy coming in like Mott's thing. They don't light the school on fire and say this is what you should have done now that you burned alive. So,
They should, though. They should, because that might happen.
did you touch the door handle? Was it hot? All right, Nate. Last time you were here, we had the Bagel Boss guy. He suffered a stroke, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
Yeah. He isn't fighting Lenny Dykstra anymore. Lenny Dykstra actually pulled out of that fight because he has some crazy trial that's been like 7 years in the works. And his lawyer said, you ain't got time to fuck around and beat up this little guy. You really have to buckle down or you're going to jail for a long time, dude.
So the bagel guy had a stroke. Now he should be fighting him.
Yeah.
Fight the stroke. Fight the stroke bagel guy. Come on. So hilarious.
He's only
Think of
got
the
a right
ratings.
cross.
The left just hit him
left
with the
don't
left
work.
hook. He can't move that side of his body. He won't feel it, but he won't see it coming.
So wrong.
But I'm picturing him crawling up the stairs of Philadelphia.
You are a
One
terrible
side of the
person.
body.
I'd buy tickets for that.
You only get half the song. Oh, Nate. That's all I got for us, man. That's all I got
So
today
we-
for this one. Otherwise, I'll be going into the bonus topics, which are male sex, robots. We got all kinds of good shit coming up for the
Ooh.
bonus. Yeah, Ma, you can get male ones now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Maybe if Oz hits it at the casino, you can.
maybe.
Yeah. So, Nate, thanks for hanging out with us. We're sticking around. It's going to be me and Nate and Molly in a bonus episode. Check us out on Patreon, YouTube. Everything you want to find us is Off the Rails TM. You can get the video of the bonus episodes on Off the Rails TM. You can also get some sweet swag. We got some new videos coming out. All you have to do is donate $1. We may even have some specials for the new comedy event that's coming out. So
Tom's got some new rant and uncles coming up.
yes, I got a rant and uncle. We got the Gail's backstory coming out soon.
Oh.
And Nate, where can we find you coming up here, big guy?
Well, you can always go to Comic Nate Ford on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. But I'll be at Liquid Laughs, downtown Boise, November 28th through December 1st. That is Thanksgiving weekend. Thanksgiving night is a free show. I'm working with Oleg Shevchuk. It's going to be a crazy, insane week. Then also December 13th and 14th, I'm at the Craft Brewers of Boise. It's a little brew pub that does a little bit of comedy here and there.
All right.
So that's it. But you can always go to Comic Nate Ford on Facebook. I keep updated pretty much regularly. So
yeah, very cool. All right, Ma, thanks for coming, Nate. Always love having
hey,
you.
thanks for having me. Yeah,
All
it's a
right.
pleasure.
It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to this bonus. Now that my ma can go and we can really let our hair down.
No, now she's sticking around.
If she can, if
She
she
can't
wants.
go.
So,
I can't.
All right.
I gotta get to the casino.
oh, yeah. All right. Remember, universe, we're not good enough.
Thanks for tuning in, universe.